Does the Inquisition not have supplies to make up?
Tough convincing trade. Impossible to get them to risk the rare stuff, so that's on you. Right.
It occurs to me I don't actually...
What do you want to...
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
The Circle of Magi at Austria.
Yes, I suppose that... Tell me, do you consider the Free March as your home? Are you eager to go back?
If I ever go back.
Really? That is good to know, I suppose.
I'd like to get to know...
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
Is there any harm in us?
Plenty. My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarre. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and what I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying... That's all there is to know, my lord.
You're a member of...
The Pentecosts are a very large clan.
Really?
And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentecosts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
And you joined the Seek...
It was a life. The Pentecosts are famed for dragon hunting. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the myth. My brother was all that kept me in Navarre. Once he was gone, so was I.
Tell me about your...
I'd rather not.
You don't seem to like...
My family, what little I saw of my homeland was... My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on. Thus I did not see Navarre. The real Navarre until much later. By then...
Your uncle?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong... The king executed them, but spared my brother. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a mortale Tarsi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
Your uncle was...
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn. The mortale Tarsi supervise the crypts. Like priests, Navarrans spend more time honoring dead. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand.
So you were the...
The Divine Justinian, yes. And the position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine. But...
Unusual how?
You don't know the story. I will tell you if you wish. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward.
But what does a right...
What is your hand capable of? Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. After Beatrix, I was tired of it, but Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought she could really...
Justinian knew the war was coming. She tried to avert it. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. It was to be the answer. A means I only wish she had lived to see it. Sweet. It was, what, 18? The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now. I was there, to hear others tell it. I alone saved divine beings. Rather impressive for such a...
And the truth is...
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar knight command, and there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral. But I had help from Lord... They freed the dragons from magical control. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
You're delightful, you know that?
No, I
beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in the stocks.
I'll let you get back to work.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. Lieutenant, don't hold back.
Yes, Command.
We've received a number of recruits. None made quite the entrance you did.
That wasn't my idea.
I'd be concerned if it was. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
You left the Templars for this.
I do. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
I hadn't planned.
Then I shall... this...
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report.
As I...
With passion and breath does the darkness come. It is the whisper.
If you get thirsty later, come by.
My dear.
They sang. Though they could do anything. Nothing. Loved.
Need something? Can I ask you something?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies. Where did you get... Bianca? I won her from Paragon Smith Bronca. She was such a sore loser. Ran off to the deep roads in a huff, and that was the last anyone's...
Was she named?
I can't tell you.
And the reason?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
I'm not clear on...
I'm a businessman. Merchants buy and sell goods. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
If you've run a spy...
To be honest with you, the truly great ones can keep their distance. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands.
You're an author.
I've tried my crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown. The Tale of the Champion is the most... I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
What sort of shop?
Actually, we don't own auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half of... Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business.
How do you...
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
Are you from forever?
Free marches, and despite whatever you've heard, no. Kirkwall's not that bad.
Thanks, Ferry.
No problem.
Sera was never an agreeable girl. Her tongue tells tales of rebellion.
What do you
She
need?
was so
And how much did you need?
10 sacks would do.
quite knew where she came from. Sarah was never quite the quietest girl. Her attacks are loud and they're joyful, but she knew there were ways of nobler men, and she knew how to enrage them. She would always like to say, "Why choose
Oh, Maker, you were him. You were the herald of Andraste. And I have always respected magic. I think the Maker blessed your rebellion, and... I mean, I'm Flisser. Can I get you a drink?
Magic can be...
Yes, exactly. I've always said that. As I said, I'm Flisser. The Inquisition soldiers needed a place. Nothing fancy. But it's safer for the soldiers than looking for trouble in some village.
You said Leliana.
Dumb luck, mainly. I managed... When I heard interesting gossip, I passed word. He asked if I wanted to own my own tavern, and I said yes. I didn't realise.
What can you tell...
Adan is Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending... Harris is the Inquisition smith. Whatever... And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segret. His price... Oh, there's also Minave. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
to keep her away. She's a rogue and a thief, and she'll tempt your fate. She would always like to say.
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. Hear that? I meant the stronghold, but it's... Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
The Templars and the mages.
Most people...
But where do you stand?
In the middle, with everyone, not a Trevelyan. You know what I hear about mages? Nothing, until one goes all demony. Know what I hear about Templars? Nothing. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
Is there something else you're looking for?
Maybe. I help you, march, arrow, kick. Then people stop being stupid, and everything starts... Sound good to you, all chosen Lord Herald?
As long as the job gets done.
Fact. Spare the frills, just get it all back to normal. Best plan I've heard. Only plan I've heard, really. Everyone up their own arses.
Listen, I'm not saying that the Chantry doesn't do
the chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
I've no interest in being a hero.
Pragmatic. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll...
What do you mean, ruins and battlefield?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield... Both attract spirits. They press against the veil. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I will stay there.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the mid... Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let any...
Thank you. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power.
Sigrid can get...
You're back. And in one piece.
How are your people?
No one's declared me a heretic recently, so I won't complain. Let me know if you need anything. Let me know if you need anything.
Blessed are the peacekeepers. Blessed. You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's Prophet have to say about all...
How is this again?
Do you see the sky? What... Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. So many innocent lives. The faithful... If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
I speak for no one but myself.
Then we can only get... The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned her. He demands it all. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
People are killed all the time.
If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the... I used to believe I was... I thought I was fulfilling his... But now she's dead.
It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Maybe you have another purpose.
No, this is my burden. It was a moment of weakness. Come. To work, then.
Sigrid said the blank...
Can I help you with something?
Farewell.
That mercenary band that joined the Inquisition.
O Maker, hear my cry. Seat me by your side.
I have heard rumors of a way to reverse the right.
Would you wish to have yourself?
Greetings.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this. Sir Griffith of Denerim. He's defeated darkspawn, slain demons. Just don't ask him. Good day to you.
Tell me how you came to work for the...
It's to everyone's benefit if we prevent the Mage-Templar conflict from spreading further.
So was it the...
The violence must be curbed before we see it turn to full-scale war.
Bringing the maid...
Surely we can find a solution that doesn't leave all of Theda...
What do the people...
We've gathered many favors among the nobility.
Any thoughts on the...
Who did you mean?
Commander Cullen.
The commander is an intelligent... Still, he does sometimes resemble the man with a hammer to whom everything appears as a nail.
The Iron Bull has had...
He is a loud, unapologetic accident. I do wish he'd stop daring poor dignitaries to outdrink him.
I was thinking of...
Seeker Pentagast is a princess of the Kingdom of Nevarra, or... She was not interested when I asked if we might make... Still, the Inquisition would not have formed without Cassandra. She's an extraordinarily driven woman.
What's your
I suppose I should be wary of an apostate, but... And he has the most fascinating stories.
I was thinking of...
Oh, I could listen to it. He actually let me read a chapter of his next book he's writing. It's excellent, but a bit different from his past works. Only 3 beheadings so far.
I'd love to know how you and...
I know she extracts gossip from the servants. Sera's ability to vanish whenever her mischief's discovered must come in handy, however. I'm sure. Farewell.
These truths the Maker has revealed to me.
right.
Let's see what we have. At your service.